Hey everybody out there in the bookverse, it's Stephanie and I'm back with another video. This time I'm going to be doing the It's Finally Fall book tag. I can link the original video down below of the creator of this tag, but I am super excited because I love fall and I really want to get into the spirit of it, and this tag is perfect for that. I was tagged by Jane Reeds, and so I will link her video down below as well in case you want to go check that out. So here we go. The first prompt or question, if you will, is: in fall the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. And for this one, I chose The Night Circus, which probably won't surprise very many of you because I am absolutely in love with this book. It's kind of a fantasy magical realism-esque book. I absolutely love it. It is so beautiful. You feel like you're in this beautiful magical world, and I just love it. I could not recommend it more. It is amazing. The second prompt is: nature is beautiful but also dying. Name a book that is beautifully written but also deals with a heavy topic like loss or grief. For this prompt, I decided to go with Station 11. This book is really well written, it's beautiful, it's a dystopian novel, and it follows quite a few different characters, but I feel like all of them are kind of dealing with some sort of loss or grief in their life and struggling to figure out how to live without people who they love or people who are super important to them. And they're trying to just survive in this world and deal with their grief and the grief of everyone around them. And it is a really, really interesting read. The third one is: fall is back to school season. Share a nonfiction book that taught you something new. When I was in college, I had to read this book for one of my classes, actually, and that is The Checklist Manifesto. This is by Atul Gawande, and he is a surgeon. I'm not quite sure what type of surgeon he is. General, maybe? I'm not positive, but this book kind of follows his investigation research into how surgical outcomes can be improved with the use of checklists to make sure that things are being done properly. I loved it. I think this is an amazing book. I thought it was really well written. I was really into it, and I learned things that I have taken into my own practice in nursing, so I really, really enjoy it. The next one is: in order to keep warm, it's good to spend some time with the people we love. Name a fictional family, household, friend group that you'd like to be a part of. This one also will probably not come as a surprise to very many of you watching this because I'm obsessed with this series and it's my absolute favorite. But I would choose the Golden Trio in Harry Potter and also the Weasley family. So I think that I would like to be a part of the Weasley family and also part of the Golden Trio. Maybe I'll just take over for Ron. But I love the Weasleys. I think they're an amazing family. They have such a great family dynamic. They love each other. They're there for each other, but they also can have fun, tease each other, and it's not perfect. They have issues with different members in the family. I love the family of the Weasleys in Harry Potter. And I also love the Golden Trio of Harry, Ron, and Hermione. I will admit Ron's my least favorite of them, so I'm okay with taking his spot. Oh, that's terrible. I think it would be really fun, especially to be friends with Hermione. Oh my gosh, that would be a dream come true. The colorful leaves are piling up on the ground. Show us a pile of fall-colored spines. Here is my stack of fall-colored spines for you. This is really heavy. I think half of it might honestly be cursed because this book is super heavy, but nice yellows, oranges, a little bit of darks thrown in there. Fall is the perfect time for some storytelling by the fireside. Share a book wherein someone is telling a story. The fifth season is told from several different perspectives, and from one of them, someone is telling a story. I don't really want to go into much detail about that because I don't want to give any spoilers, but this one has someone who's telling a story in it. I really liked this trilogy, the fifth season. I think it's called something else, actually. The Broken Earth. It's called the Broken Earth trilogy, and I thought it was great. It took me a little bit to get used to the writing style because it's different than what I usually read, but it was an amazing world. It was so unique, so different, And it was just a really great reading experience for me. I would recommend it to anyone who likes adult fantasy that deals with maybe some social issues, but in a different setting than our world. This is a great one for that. The Nights Are Getting Darker. Share a dark, creepy read. My most recent read was actually very creepy. As I was going through, I was reading it in the middle of the night, got a little scared. I'm a baby. I really should not be reading scary books in the middle of the night, especially when I'm alone down on my couch and there's a big window right next to me. So that book was The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I've seen it a lot on BookTube. A lot of people have been talking about it already. I enjoyed this book as well. I was scared that the hype was going to, oh, it's reflecting pretty bad on there. I was scared that the hype was going to set my expectations a little bit too high, but I didn't. I loved this book. I was into it the entire time and I just wanted to see how it finished. The Days Are Getting Colder. Name a short, heartwarming read that could warm up somebody's cold and rainy day. This was a book that was recommended to me by one of my friends, and it is the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. It's very short, it's easy to read, easy to get through, but it is just such a sweet book. I loved it. I love the characters. It's told kind of in a letter format between the people from this Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society and this woman who lives on the mainland in England. It's post-World War II. It talks about these people's lives during the occupation of Guernsey, I believe is what the island is called. And it is just a very sweet, easy to read, heartwarming book that I think is perfect for this prompt. Fall returns every year. Name an old favorite that you'd like to return to soon. So when my husband and I were doing long distance for a while, sometimes he'd call and I'd just read books aloud to him while he was driving to and from work, which sounds kind of funny, I know, but it was something that was kind of our thing to do. And I got through the first book in this series and I got about halfway through the second book in this series before I moved to the same place as him. And that one I'd like to get back to is Eldest. I loved these books when I was younger. I just flew through this series. I thought it was amazing. I haven't seen it on very many people's booktube, but I absolutely love it. And I'd like to get back to reading it with him so that we can finish this together. And Eldest is what we're on. That's about how far we are through it. This will give you a better idea. So this is the end. So over halfway, we just need to get back to it because I really do love this series a lot. Number 10 is fall is the perfect time for cozy reading nights. Share your favorite cozy reading accessories. For me, this is my favorite cozy reading blanket. It is so soft, it's amazing. I absolutely love it. I love reading with it at night and also, of course, my mug that I have, and I love having coffee or hot cocoa or tea in it. It's just perfect for fall. So that is it for this book tag. I will be linking people that I have tagged down below, so if I tag you, feel free to do this as well. And if I didn't, you can always say that I tagged you if you want to do this tag, because it is a lot of fun and it really gets you into the fall mood and gets you involved with other people on YouTube as well. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from my channel, you can hit the subscribe button below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.